So it's time for an introduction to an online editor called Glitch. And in class, we're going to be doing some Glitch reviews for our chapters 1 through 6. Now, once we get to chapter 7 and we get into images, we will switch back to REPL. And of course, for Mickey Mouse, we're going to be using REPL because we used it from the beginning. I already have a set of coding the web lessons that are in here in Glitch. There are times where you'll be told to open one of those, and this is how you'll access those files. So like if you have to open this one, you would click it, and then you would create your own remix of it. Now I'll walk you through that process because we're going to do this first one together. So we have a class Bellringers Booklet. It's right up here at the top of activities. It's also under readings as number 3, so you can get to it either way. I have your textbook in both places too, just so you can't lose it. But I'm going to click on the Bellringers Booklet, and that's going to open that up. Again, here are those same links. This is that link to the Coding the Web lessons in Glitch, and these others. These are coming straight from Canvas. So right here is this example, practice 1-A or 1A-1. This is what it looks like. So frequently you're going to have a bell ringer, and I'll have you to open up this Bellringer activity, and I'll tell you which one to do. So, practice 1A-1. And you will go into here, and you will open the one that is assigned. So this is 1A, so you're going to go ahead, if you have not already, and log into your own Glitch account. And if you don't have one, be sure to sign up for one. When you click on sign in, you'll be able to sign in with Google. So please use the button. If you haven't created one, it says just create an account by signing in. So use your school Google email. Okay, so you'll click on the first one, and then this shows you the project. And you can see here, it's just the text of the project, and you're going to click Remix Your Own. So when you click Remix Your Own, it's going to make one that it saves into your account. Now, I'm not signed in. You make sure that right now, and you pause me if need be, this does not say sign in the corner. This should have your login. So you should see your name right here in the corner. Now I'm going to sign in at this point with Google, and it should sign into my account. So now I've got myself in the corner, and if I click it, there's my name. Okay, but you want to make sure that it's there. Now notice all we have is essentially the raw text here. So you're going to have to add in everything else that's required. So you're going to get out your HTML man. You're going to start off with your very basic stuff, and I am going to walk you back through this just one more time, not all of it, but part of it. So you would start with your doc type, and everybody should know this at this point, okay? Everybody should know this at this point. Now, if you didn't log in till afterward like me, I had to hit the edit button again so that I could actually edit it. Okay, so doc type, HTML, HTML. Notice that this automatically puts in a closing tag. The easiest way to move those is to take your mouse and highlight it, and then point to the blue area and just drag it down. Okay, that's just the easiest way. The kind thing is that this actually closes our tags. The bad thing is that can get confusing. All right, so there it is again. I can take this one and move it to where it goes. Now, again, because I don't know what's happening here, I need to look at the example. Okay, so this is a big heading, is what's going to be at the top of the page. Here are the words in the tab. That's going to be the words in this tab up here. So I know this all goes in the head. Of course, the words in the tab are going to be the title. So in this case, I'll take these words and drag them up and make them the title. And then you'll add in your 2 meta tags in here. I'll let you look those up, so I'm not going to go through those, but be sure you have your meta tags. Then you're going to have your body. All of this will go in the body section. Going to highlight that, scoot it to the end so that the last 2 tags are body and HTML. And then at this point, you will be ready to code all the rest of this to make it match exactly. So this is going to be a big heading, which means it will be a level 1. This will be a paragraph. This will be a level 2, paragraph, paragraph, and then it says this is the smallest heading, goodbye. So that's going to be a level 6 heading. And this is what it should look like whenever it's all done. Okay, so now I've got it all set, and that's the way that goes. Now look here, we've got show. You can show in a new window, or you can show next to the code. What you're used to is next to the code, which then shows us our stuff over here. So as I start to add in my elements, my heading, for example, and then I pick it up and scoot it, it will automatically update. So unlike REPL where we have to run, we don't have to run the code here in order to see that preview. Okay? Now some other things to note. Over here is where our index page is, so if we needed to rename it for some reason, we have that here. If we had to delete something, we have that here. So like if you finish early on a day and you want to add some additional stuff, you could just duplicate so you have an index 2, and then you can add extra stuff on the copy. But I'd like for you to not add extra stuff on the Bellringer because I need to be able to check it to make sure that it matches. But, like I said, once you get it all finished, I want you to just keep practicing, and you can duplicate and practice on that second one. So you can have more than one HTML page in here. Okay, also down here are tools. These are probably not going to be anything that you're going to use. These are called container tools. More than likely, you're not going to need any of this stuff, so you can just leave that alone. There should be somewhere up in here some, well, maybe there's not. The old version used to have a way that we could set some settings so that like you could turn off that auto close of the tags if you didn't like it. I'm not seeing it now, so maybe they got rid of it, which is kind of interesting. But anyway, but this is the general gist of it. Now when you get back, when you get finished with this up here, where it's, oh here's some things, wrap text. When you get it up here, you can change the name of this. So like you're not going to let it be called gravel camera, for instance. The better thing would be to name it based on what it is. So, you know, like this is our coding the web starter for 1A, or look in here, practice 1A. Like I would probably just copy this. That would make more sense. And then put this up in here so that it's named that thing. I'm going to put my name on the back of this one just so I remember that this is my example one. Okay, and then it's going to name that on there. Again, it's going to type, the paragraphs go all the way across, so there is a little wrap text button on here that will wrap that text around so that you don't have to keep staring at that in that way. Okay? All right, and then when you're finished, you can go back out to just the regular glitch. If you click back on your little head and then click back on your little name here, then you would have your documents. So recent project, here's my practice 1A-1-Skinner. I can click on it. This shows me the preview. And then if I want to go finish editing, come over here and edit. Don't remix it again because this one's yours. So now you can just edit it by hitting the edit button. And then you can continue on. So for your assignment today, you are going to create a glitch. You're going to do this very first Bellringer practice 1A-1, and you're going to save it into your glitch account. Be sure you name it that way so that you can find it. Don't move on to the second one because we're not doing that one just yet. But I am going to provide you additional instructions, which you'll check on Canvas, and you will be creating a second document in here. So follow those instructions carefully, but before you follow those instructions, finish this document so that it matches this one. And anytime you want to practice, just like I said, you can make up practice ones in REPL. You can also make practice ones in Glitch.